Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more EU4 Mandate of Heaven, playing as a Japanese daimyo. And we've grown a fair bit in the last video to quite a bit of lands, and we are almost in position to strike at the shogun and take over Kyoto and become the shogun ourselves. That would be pretty cool, but before we do so, there are a couple of little loose ends I would like to tie up. Now, one thing I have discovered is that if I do declare a war for the Emperor, declare war on the shogun, declare my independence, so to speak, and try to become the shogun myself, what I found is that all of my military allies will join on my side. It looks like regardless of however many favors we have, they are obligated to join us in a war for the Emperor. And likewise, all the shogun's other vassals will defend him. So if we can eliminate some of his other straggler vassals, like, let's say, Ogasawara and Satake, or Satake, or whatever it is, get rid of some of those people. I mean, little one-province miners that otherwise wouldn't seem like much of a nuisance, but they'll add a fairly substantial amount to the overall force limit of the other alliance. So, yeah, I kind of would like to find ways to eliminate these guys, at the same time also weaken Hosokawa because he is the strongest remaining vassal for the shogun. Once they're done, I mean, it's pretty much me and Yamana against the rest of Japan, and we can probably handle that, no problem, right? Probably. Now, to that extent, there are a few different ways that I've thought of expanding our territory in the near future, and mostly it comes down to fighting Hosokawa. If we can fight them, we could call Yamana into a war, and while Yamana is distracted fighting Hosokawa on our side, we can declare a separate war on Ogasawara. Yamana won't be able to defend them. We can eliminate them. We can separate piece out Satake and take over their territory, and take a bit more off of Hosokawa, weaken them, and then we're more or less good to go. We'll have a good half of Japan under our direct control before we challenge the shogun. Not a bad idea, all in all. A few potential areas where it could be problems, though. First off, if Hosokawa joins a coalition against me, that's a problem. If Yamana rivals me, that's a problem. I mean, we can rival them, they can probably rival me too. Let's go ahead and rival Hosokawa, I don't care about them. So yeah, there's a couple little things that can go wrong there. And on top of that, we have a lot of rebels that are very close to firing, and I have no army maintenance right now. So, I don't know. It's going to be a little bit on the tough side, but I think we have a window of opportunity to attack Hosokawa before they join a coalition. If we wait, though, well, we're probably going to have to wait a couple of years before we declare our next war, and that's, you know, a lot of time wasted. So, let's go ahead and train up a couple more troops. Actually, you know what? Let's place one here and one here. I'm going to move my army down Hadissa direction, like so. We're going to try to put down some of these rebels as much as we're able to, but probably the next couple of months, if we don't declare a war now, I think we're going to miss out on a pretty awesome opportunity. Now, Satake is allied to Hosokawa. Now, if we had declared war on Hosokawa, yes, we could call in Yamana, but we'd have to fight Amago, Shoni, and Satake. Or whatever it is. I don't even pretend to understand the pronunciation system, so if I'm being inconsistent, sue me. But if we declared war on them instead, we could also fight Hosokawa. Ito would join us, which I think is interesting. Why would they join us, but Yamana would not? Yamana likes Satake. Why would you be willing to join? I don't have enough favors. I have 10 favors with them? Really? Oh. Since freaking when? But they wouldn't join against... Oh, because they like Hosokawa. That's why I hadn't noticed that before. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so it would be me and Ito versus Hosokawa and Satake. Is it better to do that? Or is it better to fight Hosokawa, Satake, Amago, and Shoni with just me and Yamana? I mean, ultimately, let's see. We're talking about, let's say, 17 versus... That's 10, 13,000 or so. 17 versus 13,000 total by the looks of it. Alternatively, 10 versus about 13, 14. It's a pretty even fight no matter how you look at it. I don't really know. I mean, I kind of was counting on being able to call in Yamana, otherwise we can't kill Ogasawara. So I was thinking it might be better to declare war on Satake, but I don't think we can do that. If we want to have Yamana in so we can take advantage of this opportunity, we're going to have to fight Hosokawa, which means fighting some extra allies, which I'm not thrilled about, but I'm not sure what else we can do about it. Alright, the Bushi wants some land, so I'm going to give them Kai. It already has a little bit of military development for them. There we go. Yeah, huh. It's a bit of a stumper right there. If we can declare a war on this before Hosokawa joins the coalition, we'll be in good shape. The question is, can we do that? Because at any moment, they probably will join. Okay, Shoni just entered into a military coalition. The stronger the coalition is, the more likely someone like Hosokawa will join. So, honestly, that may mean that we need to declare war on them, like, right now, if we want to take advantage of this. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this fort. Wish I had turned it on a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if we're going to get a tick before this starts. Yamana trained up to 7,000 troops. Okay. I've got 10 now. I could very quickly stack wipe Satake. And that'd be good. Yamana, Hosokawa would duke it out for a little bit. Maybe Yamana wins, maybe they don't. What worries me, honestly, is not that I couldn't win this war. I could. The question then is, what if we have a lot of rebels that want to fire right now that screw me over and I collapse as a nation? But nothing ventured, nothing gained. I think we have to try it. I'm not going to co-belligerize Satake unless... Have they joined the coalition? No, they haven't. If I co-belligerize Satake right now, they're not in the coalition, so I don't have to worry about firing that off. I could just get some cheaper territory from them. Yeah, okay, so let's call in Yamana. Let's co-belligerize Satake. Or Satake. I don't know. It's a risky event in play. It really is, but it could work tremendously well for us. Here goes nothing. Sengoku! Alright. We have it. Jump on him. Jump on him now! Okay. We did not stack wipe them. Oh, crap. We also need to retreat our ships. Yeah, I don't want to have to fight that. Okay, so we didn't stack wipe these guys. You go dock up. Don't lose your ships. Looks like Yamana and Hosokawa just sort of skirted around each other, and that's it. So, alright. Actually, you know, something I should have done is declared that I wanted this territory before Yamana takes it. Okay, now he is trying to train up some troops. This is a level 1 fort. If I were to send just like 4,000 troops, we could siege that down. The rest we could have as reinforcements. We'll come over here and we'll try to support Yamana. Make sure we siege some stuff down so we can claim the stuff that we care about. Namely, Ki and Echizen. Or however you pronounce that. Yamana is making a push on them right now for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess because you see more reinforcements coming and you realize this is your best opportunity, so maybe we should reinforce. And I think we will. There we go. Okay, go here, go here. Yamana, go back to their capital. Very good. Alright, so their entire army is now banished off to the western side of Japan. I'm sieging down this fort. I'm sieging down stuff that I care about. We're sieging down the capital. Yeah, all in all, that's pretty good. Now, I'm paying attention, hopefully, to these rebels, because if they get too high, I may need to spend some military power to put them down, and I hate doing that. But I'm serious, if these guys fire, and I am in a war, and I don't have manpower, and I don't have a full army ready to deal with them, they could break our nation. This is an incredibly risky thing for us to be doing right now. So we'll do the best we can with it anyway. Alright, grab that. Grab Tango. Key. Alright, I guess we are going to their capital fort. This only requires 3 units. Okay. Yamana, please do not go in on that. That's a bad fight, sir. They're jumping... Okay. This is a problem with the AI sometimes. They see that these guys have relatively low morale, or lower morale. It's not 100%. They're like, oh, perfect opportunity, let's kill them, even though they still outnumber you even with that lower morale. I'm not going to save you, Yamana. They're going to lose that fight. Yep. Okay, well. Good job, sir. Amago, didn't you break your alliance with me? You certainly threatened to. No, you didn't do it. Huh. We could royal marriage them and try to keep them in our web of alliances, and you know what? I'm okay with trying it. Here's my thought. If we do decide we want to kill the shogun, denying him as many allies as possible, even one province minors could be good, and having them like me going into it makes it a little bit easier for me to diplomatically annex them later. So let's go ahead and get you guys together. Yamana, don't go too far. Stay nearby. You can stack to me. It's okay. They're going to come for me, Yamana. Yamana, stay there. Don't do anything rash, okay? Just let them siege down. Let them siege you down. It's okay. Shh, it's okay. Alright, still looking relatively okay as far as the rebels are concerned. A little worried about it. I need to slow down to speed 4, because if I'm not able to react relatively quickly to this stuff, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Yamana, you really should just come help me here. I mean, I know you don't want to take the... attrition. I get that. Why are you trying to skirt around him? No, don't jump on him, Yamana, you idiot! I'm not saving you. I'm not saving you, Yamana. You're gonna learn your lesson one way or another. Granted, that kind of spite only hurts me, too. I get this, but still. Dummy! Now you have to retreat all the frickin' far away, and they're gonna come after me next. It's fine. They're gonna get stuck on this fort. I don't want them to jump on me here. And we need to get this fort down. Yamana, come here. Sit next to me. Okay? Shut up. And don't make any noise. Okay? Don't draw attention to yourself. You're only embarrassing everyone involved. That's right. That's perfect. That's exactly where you should be. Stay there. If they move on me, bring your general and help me. Okay? Please take the fort. Please take the fort. Dang it! Yamana, don't go that way! Actually, you might be able to beat one of those forts. They've actually split their forces a lot, surprisingly. Which I don't think I believe. No, see, this says 4,000 right here, and it's lying. It's actually 6. There's 3 infantry. Satake has another 3... Well, okay, no, never mind. I guess they haven't fully reinforced. It's actually closer to 5, but it's not quite 5,000 men. Alright, 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 alright. Come on, take the fort, take the fort, take the fort. Dang it! Really need to take that right about now. We've got some siege progress, and I would hate to lose it. Hate to lose it. Come on, Yamana. I know you want to unsiege your stuff. I get it. Man, believe me when I say I understand. But you're jeopardizing the mission. Alright, well, don't forget, before we end this war, we need to declare a separate one on Ogasawara and kill them. So far, rebels, scary, but not enough to actually be a problem. I've embarrassed the court! Dang it. Well, that's definitely going to cause a problem for my, that's definitely going to cause a problem for my unrest. Joy of joys. Yamana, come back here. Alright, 7,000 here. About 7,000 here. We can hold them off. Just let me siege down their capital fort. Okay? Don't worry about Tosa. That's another project for another day. Okay, now they might be coming after me. You need to be ready for this, dude. Okay, that's good. Good job, Yamana. Good, Yamana. Good Yamana. Yes, you may siege that down if you want to, but I probably won't give it to you. Probably. Most important thing is to get these capitals down. Speed 5. Yamana. Oh, okay, that's the siege of Hitachi. Good. Let's get our general back down here. Get our troops together. So we have some siege value. I would like to knock you out of the war and take your land, sir. And you are willing to accept, and you'll have to give me 102 ducats. Perfect. Alright, so if we knock them out, that's a couple more 1,000 troops that will be gone, 3,000 specifically. They'll become separatists that I'll probably have to deal with, but at least they're no longer going to be directly involved in the war. So, I think we go ahead and finish them off now. Perfect. And we shall core them. Okay, and as a result, the Satake separatists have to fight Shoni. Perfect! Exactly my plan! I didn't realize that would happen at all, but I'm glad it did, because now they're going to weaken each other. Flawless! Flawless! Alright, well, they're going to kill the separatists for me. This is how you're supposed to play the game! Alright, land theft. Oh, good lord. Many land donations are quite old, and while they were always written down, both landscape and names may well have changed since the donation. The clergy and the bushi are having a hard time. Do we want to make the clergy happy and upset the bushi? I guess it depends on who gets some influence. The bushi instead, or upset them all, which is a stupid idea, and the only reason you would do so is if you needed to get rid of... Whoa, I have 100% liberty desire? Oh my god. The only reason you would ever want to do that is if you wanted to get rid of influence with both. Now, as it stands right now, if I side with the clergy, I would upset the bushi. They're already loyal to me, though. And we would reduce the influence of the bushi so I could get a general from them. You know something? Get a general from the bushi, and then side with the clergy and upset them. I can't demand any power, right? No, okay. Upset them, and we have a general to work with. What do we get? A 4-1-2-1. Fire value, again, is not super duper important to this stage in the game, but it's not the worst thing in the world, and that is that down. Okay, let's get our king out of here at the very least so he's less likely to die. Okay, and you know what? While Yamana cleans these guys up, I'm going to go and put down some rebels. And we're going to make this war last as long as we dang well need to. Of course, I really wish we had some more stability right about now, too. That'd be great, but, you know, can't always get what you want and all that. Sheba Separatists are probably going to fire. How's my force summon? I actually can get another one. We could afford to get a cavalry unit. Now, granted, that costs me some manpower that I don't have very much of, but a little cavalry could be good. That said, it also has a much higher maintenance. I say we just go for a little bit more infantry. Gonna try to get up to 12. If we had one more stability, I could actually put down some of these rebels. Not the Sheba, but some of them. Kind of makes me sad that we can't. Hosokawa wants out of the war. Doesn't surprise me at all. I need to be careful about them unsieging stuff. Because if they unsiege stuff that I want to take, then I might get denied something kind of important. We could go for the next level of military tech, but that means I won't be able to put down any of these rebels. I don't need this immediately, so I'm going to hold off. We probably should go ahead and declare this war now, because if we don't, we'll forget. Wait, Shoni would join. Shoni's already in a war with me, though. So that doesn't do anything. We're already fighting Shoni. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and declare our separate war, then, against these guys. We'll kill them right now. Whoop. No, no, no. Come back here. Where are you going? No, no, no. There we go. Thank you. Stack wipe. Okay. Now we go here. Did we just get a trait? We did. Shock damage received minus 10%. That's not half bad. That's actually pretty good. Okay, cool. So, let's go ahead and take off a few troops so I don't suffer the unrest. And we need to put down... Is there anyone low enough that we can put them down with just a few thousand troops? Definitely not. Well, these guys, but they're not really much of a threat to begin with right now. Let's go here. We'll just try to reduce the likelihood that these guys fire or gain any progress as much as we can for the time being. Yamana's just sort of marching around having fun right now. Our royal marriage with Ito has ended. They would like to have another one. I will accept this. Try to make sure that we have allies. And just pay attention to the rebels. Pay attention to the rebels. If we could piece these guys out and get their money, that'd be awesome. Shoni. Yeah, Yamana, you stay there and you beat them up. Siege them down for me, sir. The Sheba are close to firing. Owari here, and where was the other one? Ōnin. Up here. Ugh. There is a fort. How big is this likely to be, though? 7 development, 11 development? It's probably pretty bad, right? Sheba. They will get this size of army. 12,000 enemies is a lot to deal with. If I handled them, it would cost me 51 power, but I could just put them down. Is it worth spending the power to save myself the manpower right now? The answer might be yes. I'm going to harsh treatment to reduce them by 30%. They're still likely to gain progress, they might fire, but I'm delaying the inevitable right now. Buying myself time so I can get my troops together and not fight too many wars on the too many fronts on the same war, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Point is, it sucks and I don't like it. Now, we could grab the military tech. Combat width, infantry fire, shock value, tactics, better cavalry. Barracks unlocked could be nice. A lot of good stuff to be done with that, but... Actually, yeah, I guess we will grab it now. We're almost getting to January, which means our institution tech penalty is going to go up. Alright, grab the military tech now. We're ahead of time for a few years. Upgrade the cavalry to samurai cavalry. And wait for a minute. There's that fort down. Okay, so for you... We shall take your money and your lands, and nothing else really matters. Goodbye. Thank you. Okay, you guys get together. Core. Like to reduce my overextension as much as we can, but now we can put all the troops on one area. If we had one freaking stability, just one, I'd be in so much better shape right now. So much better. Hey, cool, we can purchase an ability. We haven't looked at our Splendor in a while. Hello. All right, so 800 Splendor means we get our first ability. What should we do? Feudal de jure law, I don't think I'm going to use. I just don't expect that I'm going to increase my state maintenance to reduce unrest by 5. Although we certainly could. I mean, okay, hang on. Let's think that through for a second. Where are my states? These are my states. Where's my unrest? There's a bit of unrest here. If I were to pass feudal de jure law here, I think I actually would put down a lot of these rebels. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them would go away. Takeda would probably go away. Yep. Imagawa would go away. Yep. That's a lot of rebels gone. Toki? Toki would go away. A couple of them wouldn't. Shiba and so on. But that would make things a lot easier. Of course, what's the cost of the state right now? Right now, the cost of the state is 0.35 ducats. We'd have to triple that, so we're looking at over a ducat a month. I mean, we're looking at spending an extra 0.7 ducats a month in order to put down these rebellions. How long do edicts last? I'm trying to remember what the rule is. Actually, I thought it tripled state maintenance. This says it only doubles it. It only doubles it? Oh. 0.35 ducats might be a good trade, then. Of course, I'm also have to deal with the opportunity cost of getting rid of, you know, not taking another ability. So let's consider all of our options, but maybe this actually would be good for us right about now. Aggressive expansion impact kind of feels a little late at this point. We've already kind of done the damage. Transfer subjects I don't think is useful. Claims, bordering claims, eh. War taxes cost would save us some monarch points, but I don't really use war taxes that much anyway. Cavalry to infantry ratio, no. I don't have any colonies. The only other one that I think I would care about is adaptive combat terrain. A combat bonus in the terrain of capital, which is a forest. Do we have a lot of other forests that we would be fighting in? The answer is no. There are 2... It looks like there may be only 2 forests on the entire set of islands of Japan. So, I would get no benefit from that until I declare war on the shogun and take the capital of Kyoto. And switch things to farmlands. So no, that wouldn't have any benefit. I guess we go for feudal de jure law. I wasn't really expecting it, but okay. We are going to take feudal de jure law. We're going to go to our states. We're going to view our edicts. We're going to pass feudal de jure law. And it should increase our state maintenance by 0.35, so we'll be paying 0.7 instead. In theory. It has to be done for at least 12 months. That's it. 12 months is all we need, 1 year, in order to get rid of some of these rebellions. That's actually not bad at all. Wait a minute. You said, aha. Okay, so that's what I had thought when they said they were tripling the cost, but the thing said it went up by 200%, but this is triple. Okay, so I was right initially. It is triple the cost. It increases it by another 200%, doesn't multiply it by 200%. It's additive, not multiplicative. Got it? That makes some sense. Okay, well either way, that still might be worth it for us though. Because now we're putting down several dangerous rebel factions at really no cost to myself. That's great. It's fantastic, in fact. All right, so let's... Oh, we actually just finished sieging these guys down. Excellent. So let's go ahead and grab our money. 96 ducats sounds pretty good. I don't think I'm going to take your territory. I will have you break up your alliances, though, because I don't want those. And you will give me war reps. And you will give up your claims with my ally, make them happier. And I think that's going to be enough. That is 6 prestige for me. Money! Yay! And lastly, let's go to Hosokawa. Should we peace them out now? I don't see much of any reason to hold out. We've gotten everything we want. We'll take 2 territories from you. Maybe 3? If we did that, we say we have a coalition with Ashikaga. Ashikaga, our overlord, could join up against us. This would cost a fair chunk of power. 80 ducats. I don't want to return cores. Alternatively, we could humiliate them. Okay, actually, humiliating them is very tempting. If I didn't take any money, I could humiliate them and take 3 provinces. Of course, we're dealing with a lot of overextension. We're spending a lot of power. We're going to be falling behind even further in our tech. But that's a lot of land. That also is a capital. A pretty good one. Is it worth doing that? How much development is this? 16? Ooh. Ooh, it's good though. It's so good. And we get the power projection as well. We can get a few ducats. 30 ducats. Very, very tempting. Very, very gutsy. Lots of freaking aggressive expansion, and I don't know what happens if our overlord is able to join a coalition. That said, we're already in a position where we could challenge him directly, so I think we risk it and we take this. It's a lot. What's our overextension right now? 13%. We can handle it. We have to do it. I mean, we said we wanted to neuter Hosokawa so they can't really defend the Emperor, right? Alright, done. Oh, they rejected our offer. Excuse me? What do you mean you rejected my offer? It said you would accept? Hang on. I was about to end the video. Why won't you? Oh, you were so worried about saving 6 ducats. Fine. Try that again. There we go. Do-over. War is over, and we have grown even more. And we're going to spend even more power. But now we're in position to deal with all of our rebels. That's a lot of frickin' land we just gained in this video. Hosokawa is incredibly weak. We could absolutely declare war on the shogun right now and take over the shogunate. Very tempting. I will have to deal with the aftermath of that next time. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.